Tonight, some new developments to tell you about in our fight for your right to know about what is happening in the most high-risk places for COVID-19. The Arizona Department of Health Services has just responded to our lawsuit to get the names and the locations of these long-term care facilities with outbreaks. They've kept that information secret, and right now, ABC 15 investigator Dave Biskobing is here to break down the arguments the state's lawyers are making.
In court, the state's two outside law firms filed their objection to our case, and they're objecting to releasing everything. In fact, they believe the whole lawsuit should be heard in secret. Now, while some of this may seem dry, it's important, and there were some surprising arguments.
We filed our lawsuit in Maricopa County Superior Court on May 5th, and Friday, the state filed its 18-page response. Here are their main claims. There are 4 of them. 1, they say state law requires that any communicable disease information is generally confidential. 2, they also argue state law says any medical information from which a person might be identified is confidential. 3, they say releasing information could harm businesses' competitive positions. And 4, they say privacy interests outweigh any presumption of disclosure to the public. Now, to go back to the state's third argument, that releasing information could harm a business's competitive position, they actually cite the situation with Hacienda Healthcare, the long-term care facility where a severely disabled, incapacitated woman was raped multiple times, impregnated, and gave birth without the facility knowing. The state argues the publicity of the case threatened the facility's viability, caused significant problems obtaining insurance, and eventually forced Hacienda to close the skilled nursing portion of its operation.
To be absolutely clear, ABC 15 is not seeking any person's name or private health information. We're seeking facility names, locations, and the dates those cases were reported to the state. In fact, the White House even plans to release that information on some nursing homes later this month. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
Our attorneys are going to have the opportunity to respond next week, and then oral arguments are set for the end of the month.